I'm glad to finally be in the midst of it all and just get to connect with the industry. I feel like I have a little bit of that I can share based on the lessons learned within the last 3 years of doing video wall and digital signage work for the Microsoft stores. I am one of the many people responsible for putting those stores all over. My area of responsibility is content and user experience for the store, and my team and I work on 100% of the content that goes up on the video walls in Microsoft Store. I think we're roughly somewhere around 30 plus stores as of right now, what we call the full line stores, and we have a number of specialty stores, which are your typical pop-up stores, things of that nature. Yeah, it's a good feeling when I don't know the number exactly. That means that we're doing well. Stores are constantly opening. We support product launches, so every product that Microsoft has that releases that needs to have a direct connection with the customer, which are quite a few of the products that Microsoft launches. We make a very big deal about them in our stores. And our stores are meant to be the place that customers get to interact and experience the products firsthand. So we're working hard to build that direct-to-customer relationship, thus the retail chain stores. We, the content and the content pipeline that feeds into our video wall installation has been one of the hardest nuts to crack, so to speak. And I think I'm looking around and I'm kind of keeping in touch with some of the other video wall and digital signage installations, and I'm seeing that it's tough to get and to generate good content and to refresh it, to keep it going. We have been fortunate to really develop a production pipeline that has no surprises. We know every aspect of it end to end. So we're able to actually turn content pretty fast right about now. We, at any given time, have roughly about an hour worth of content on the video walls, unique content, and we refresh it sometimes every other week, sometimes a few days later. I mean, we're at the point where we're quite flexible and liquid in terms of how we refresh this content. We build a good amount of tools and a good amount of custom tools, and we managed to templatize our approach. As you can see, the content doesn't appear to be templatized, but the formula of how we create content is not known. It's known, so we reuse it, and we're able to constantly use lessons and apply new learning to them so that we are faster and faster. We're always optimizing the content delivery platform. It was a retail experience in a connected world. So together with Noam, who's the CEO from YCD Media, we kind of shared a panel. We did a discussion in terms of what the future of digital signage is, in terms of the trends that we're seeing in this industry. And I was adding and I was sharing with the audience some of the lessons learned that I've had, because I feel like it's good to have a context in terms of how to make good content now and how to make good experiences now so that you're prepared for the future. You got to get your base, covered really well. I think it was really well received, yeah. I was a little nervous about it, but it went well. A lot of people were asking questions in terms of the specific of the tools that we've created. We are obviously, using a number of different digital signage systems and tools that other people use, but we've managed to augment our content creation pipeline with a lot of our custom software development tools and tools that allow us to, again, optimize the content delivery platform. And then there are a lot of questions about the analytics. How do we measure the success of our installation, of our digital signage platforms and experiences? And that's a tough question, actually. I don't feel like that has been solved in the industry as a whole, and we're in the same boat. We're still trying to figure that out. We got some good ideas and some good plans, but I was straightforward. I said we're working on it. Not necessarily with a budget, but definitely with an eye for what is new and what it is that you can take and potentially incorporate in our execution and our experiences. The future of digital signage, I think one of the amazing opportunities that we have as the people that are part of this industry, digital signage, is to really bridge the gap between the virtual world and the real world. especially when we have these large digital canvases in our stores, wrapping around the stores, in other stores, other retail chains, in various different forms. They're like windows in a virtual world. So I really feel that we need to push harder, and the future is about bridging the gap. It is about taking lessons learned about e-commerce, for example, and attributes of an e-commerce experience and bringing those forward in the retail environments through this, portal, through this bridge, which are various different types of video walls. Again, it's content. Content is still king. That was also another aspect of my panel this morning. It's a famous quote, content is king, right? Bill Gates quote. But content is still king, and this applies to digital signage and video walls. I believe in many respects, a lot of the digital signage and video wall installations and executions that I see unfortunately appear to be a regurgitation of a different type of content that exists in other channels. And I think we, as the people that are part of this industry and the digital operators, as you said, need to really think of this as a new medium. It requires a unique strategy, it requires unique thinking, and it requires a content and refresh strategy that accounts for all the different hurdles that we have to go. As you know, everybody wants to get involved with digital signage and video walls and things of that nature. So in an organization, you typically have all these different points of views and different opinions and perspectives. But when it comes down to it, it really is the content quality that I think will grab our audiences. And we can only create solid, good, unique content if we approach it as a new marketing channel, not as another version of some sort of other marketing channel or communication channel. I think it's inevitable that they're going to be everywhere. I think we're at the point right now. Somebody asked me a similar question this morning, and I mentioned to that person, I said, it'll come a time when we'll be able to spray paint a video wall. And it will be really that affordable and that easy to stand up and put together a digital surface. So it's inevitable that that is happening. So I think it's about delivering the right message. Again, thinking of this as a new, unique channel, a new marketing channel that requires its own unique strategy and unique approach. So I don't think that the digital signage screens, the digital signage canvas is thought of one of those type of screens in that series of screens that you mentioned about, because it hasn't really been considered a unique medium, it's always a little bit of a regurgitation of existing content in a new form. So then you don't really think about it as a unique way. We have an opportunity, and we've taken advantage of this in Microsoft Store, to create this beautiful immersive environments with our video walls, right? A little bit less about marketing messages, but more about setting the environment. Making people feel like they belong in a scene, for example. We do, let's say, a Halo 4 game launch. And when customers come to our launch parties, they truly feel like they almost stepped in the middle of the game because we have this digital canvas that wraps around them. There's no way to achieve that sort of customer reaction and customer feeling unless you think of this medium as a new medium. You can't just take the TV spot or the web banner, put it up on the wall, and expect for that. Digital signage is a term that I kind of have a bittersweet sort of feelings about, but I can't really say that I've come up with another. I was talking to some of the architects and designers that are helping us out, and they were thinking that they were suggesting that maybe we should refer to it as digital materials, like just another means by which environments get designed. And just like you're picking a wood texture and a stone texture and a certain kind of finish, digital materials I think are becoming potentially one item in a tool set of elements to use. So we have to strike a balance between what kind of messaging we get across with our video wall and our digital signage, and how do we also help set the environment, as I said earlier, in terms of creating a unique experience for the customer. We're constantly playing around with the formulas. We have the opportunities to test different scenarios in different stores, for example, and we think of our video wall in Microsoft stores as A-level signage. So we're always trying to make sure that we hit that A-level message, and then let the B-level signage, C-level signage, all the way down to labels that exist next to products to speak more to the features and try to get singular messages across a video wall. And in certain executions, we'll be more successful than others, but that's a general direction that we're trying to pursue. We're Opening lots of stores. I can't really go into details of how many past what's publicly available. We're going to launch a lot more new products. Microsoft always does. So we're excited to just continue on. Really, there's a couple exciting things. I like some of the advances that I've seen in the transparent displays and things of that nature. I thought that was kind of neat. Some of the executions, I saw some of the curved displays that I thought were interesting. I didn't see enough in terms of content. I really wish there would be more exhibitors that talk about how to get good content. One area that I struggle with, or I did struggle with, and I managed to solve. So there's a lot of good stuff out there, and I'm seeing a lot of sensors and a lot of wearable devices. I'm thinking that are going to start to become a catalyst for a new type of customer journey that can be created. If I have a phone and I'm already a customer of some sort of brand with my phone, and now I'm sitting nearby or around a video wall or a digital signage network, I really think that it's a matter of like 1 + 1 = 3. There's a lot more you can do. And I'm seeing a little bit of, also I'm noticing, I'm sorry, I'm going a little bit, I'm noticing that some people are not 100% sure where do mobile devices come into place when it comes to digital signage. Almost a little bit of a threat. As are they going to interfere with digital signage? Are they going to complement it? I really think they need to complement it. They will need to be embraced because they can actually provide that additional, point of contact. Just like when you go to a park and you have a speed pass to get through the lines, you already made a commitment of sorts, so you are treated a little bit different. In certain respects, I think it's a metaphor that applies for Digital Signage Expo. This is where I come to get connected.